Yeah, welcome to the dojo, baby, man. Have no fear. TyKwonDoe is here, man. Listen, as y'all see, and I ain't gonna lie, I probably made the title something crazy, but y'all know I gotta clickbait. I gotta clickbait the algorithm before I talk my shit and get into the details of this video. So if you don't know what's going on, a lot of things have been hitting the media recently. Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey have separated. They are no longer together after being the Instagram perfect couple, perfect life, happy, loving, traveling, family-ish image. They're no longer together. And now, if you're like me, you kind of live under a rock when it comes to these kind of things. I had to pull up, two articles from the source, People, and apparently they've spoken to somebody that knows them personally, and they have some details on this. So before I get into talking and spilling my rant, I want to sit here and give her some respect for this, right? Why do I give Lori Harvey respect? Because she told him, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm not ready to sign my contract off the streets. She's in her prime. She's 25. He's 35. She's bad. She got the bag. Papa Steve Harvey, she got the bag. Listen, to most men she's gonna run into or in light period, she is a goddess. Most men are gonna treat her like a god. She can go anywhere, do anything, and do what she wants. She did not want to give up that freedom. Now listen, here, and this is not why I respect her. I'm just analyzing this part. Why I mainly respect her is when Michael B. Jordan said he wanted a relationship or wanted a marriage or wanted to commit further, she just straight up told him, or I don't know word for word, but obviously she didn't agree with that. That's why they separated. Could be more reasons than that, but that probably was the straw that broke the camel's back. He wanted marriage. She wasn't ready for marriage. But here's where she gets my respect. We all know Jada Pinkett, who didn't want marriage and allowed Will Smith to force her into a marriage, and her mom to force her into a marriage. So rather than not be in a marriage with Will Smith and not be in a situation you don't want to be in, where you're going to start dragging your feet, aka being miserable, arguing, looking for problems, and just enduring rather than committing by choice. Lori Harvey said, you know what, I don't want that. I'm not going through that. It's fine. I'm cool. Whereas though Jada Pinkett just ruined my man Will Smith's life. Now, he's a sucker for allowing that to happen. Let's just be real. But to be honest here, that's why I give her respect. At least she kept it real. I don't want to be the marriage. But let's get into the article and the sources. Let me make sure I can zoom in so, if you're looking at this at home, you can see all the words that I'm reading. Lori Harvey wasn't ready to commit to Michael B. Jordan, says source. She is moving on. A source tells people that Lori Harvey realized that they weren't on the same page. We might not be reading the same book. While she and Michael B. Jordan were making plans for their future. Like I says, their future, and they weren't on the same page. So it's like y'all share a future together. So what did you want? What did she want for their future? I want to know that. What did she want for their future? Well, I'm gonna be your girlfriend, but I'm gonna have options, and I'm gonna go do what I want and run the streets, and then come back home when I want to. I want to know what her contract looked like, what her endorsement deal said. Lori Harvey wasn't ready to take the next steps with Michael B. Jordan, according to a source close to Harvey. Over the weekend, People exclusively broke that the pair had split over a year together. They only been together for a year, bro. I feel like they've been together for like 3 years, the way they've been all over the social media. A source close to the model and influencer now tells people that Harvey wasn't ready to commit. What do you call what they was doing for the last year? Was that not commitment? I don't know. Let's keep reading now. She is very focused on her career. Oof! The source adds of the founder and CEO of SKN by LH, Lori Harvey. According to the insider, Harvey, 25, realized that they weren't on the same page. While she and Jordan, 35, were making plans for their future, she still wants to have fun and be free, the source says. Michael is a great guy. She is sad that their relationship didn't work out, but she is moving on. I swear to God, I just had to stop myself from some saying that out loud. But I'm gonna say it calmly. How sad can you be to watch him walk away? How sad are you if you're gonna also sit here and be like, yeah, goodbye? That don't make sense to me. Oh no, don't leave. And then the door closes and she's like, God damn. That motherfucker trying to trap me. Nigga trying to stop me from scoring in my prime. No, you can't do it, Michael B. Jordan. You ain't Michael Jordan. You can't guard me. That's basically what she said, bro. That's how I see this. She said you're Michael B. Jordan. You ain't Michael A. the Jordan. You ain't Michael the Jordan, my nigga. You can't guard me. You can't lock me down. I want to do what I want. I'm about to be the CEO of this multi-million-dollar company. And ultimately, all jokes to the left. Let's just keep reading before I start really talking about shit. A source close to the couple confirmed to People on Saturday that they had to call it quits after dating for a year and a half. Michael and Lori are both completely heartbroken. Yeah. The insider said they still love each other. Michael matured a lot over the course of their relationship. Why are we not talking about her maturing? And was ready to commit for the long term. He let his guard down with her, opening up emotionally in a romantic relationship for the first time. Oh, shit! Added the source. They had great times together and brought out the best in each other. Reps for Jordan and Harvey have not commented. Jordan and Harvey previously attended blah, blah, blah. Harvey, who is the daughter of Steve Harvey, blah, blah, blah. Solo, blah, blah, blah. The pair has celebrated their 1-year anniversary in November 2021. Blah, 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 blah. Finally, he told Hollywood Reporter in December 2021 that he finally found what love was in his relationship with Harvey, explaining why he felt comfortable sharing his personal relationship publicly. When I was younger, I don't know if I could have handled the onslaught of opinions and being picked apart and also being conscious of what the other person's going to go through. It takes a special person to deal with that. If you ask me, it's somebody who clearly took this harder or more impactful than the other person. Needless to say, who? All right, so let's talk about it, man. Let me get my thoughts, right? My unasked for opinion, my unneeded opinion, right? He's 35, she's 25. I don't know if Michael B. Jordan has any kids. I don't think so. Even then, it really, in my personal opinion, it takes the woman wanting to commit for the relationship to work. And guys, let's just be real. For us, a lot of the times when we're messing with women and they throw that on us, it's different from when a man throws a relationship on a woman. Now, I'm gonna just talk about things plainly. I believe the woman has to put it on the man because the man has to be for the man to stop, what he's doing and commit to her. It's much easier for the woman to stop what she's doing and commit to him. For a man, the older you get, the more the older the bolder, the more your prime comes, the older you get in the later years of your life. For a woman, for her to give up her youth, for her to give up her young life and her freedom, knowing that later on she's going to have less options, less freedom, and less, potential out of her prime. For when a woman has to give that up for a man, it is a much different commitment. And a lot of the times, let's say you and her are the same age, right? Women will put it on you. Oh, I want to be in a relationship. They're not the one that you're reading news. It's usually not the man who's in the news articles talking about she showed me what love was. You was in your feelings. Listen, let me just be real here. Here's my take. Michael B. Jordan, you were in your feelings. You caught feelings. You fell in love, right? which made you want to commit, want to tie her down, which made you want to move on faster. Now listen, why after a year and a half, we're already discussing super long-term committed plans for your future? I don't know. I mean, does anybody not hear that or think about that? I've been in a relationship with this girl almost 2 years, and then we started talking about marriage. I don't know if y'all have lived together, seen each other in, diverse circumstances, situations. I hope so. But even then, 2 years before you start saying, all right, what is our next 10 going to look like? Obviously, that's early preparation. But for just looking at the situation, she's young. She's 25. She gets a lot going on for her. Why would you think in your mind that she wanted to sit here and say, oh, yeah, 10 years. Let's go. Let's start thinking that far. No, she's thinking here and the now. And the sad part is, she's going to look back and be like, maybe I should have committed. Because later down the line, I think she even knows this deep down inside. She can get you whenever she wants. So she knows 5 years from now, if she wants you back, she can get you. So she doesn't have to commit to you now because she's not going to miss out on any opportunities. And that's why a lot of times I feel like when women try to lock a man down and lock him in, she knows deep down inside. Now, mind you, we're talking about Michael B. Jordan, one of the most wanted men one of the most wanted black men that's out here. He can go out and get any woman that he wants, but she is his kryptonite. She showed him that she got him to be vulnerable and emotional in a way that no woman has ever done. She is his kryptonite. She is his Achilles heel. Everybody has one, unless you stay sharp, stay ready. So you ain't gotta get ready. But I just said it to say, her knowing that she's his Achilles heel is her knowing that she can always go through the back door, the window, the front door. She can climb through the chimney if she wants to. She has so much access to his life and the connection that she has with him. She doesn't have to commit now to get to guarantee that long-term relationship with him. So this split, in my mind, I would think that she knows that it's not forever. She can go back to him whenever she wants. And then from Michael B. Jordan's standpoint, unfortunately, how did you become so blind to want to just... All right, now I'm going to take 2 steps back. Let me take 2 steps back so we can look at the bigger picture. In a real, authentic relationship, perfect world, you and the person being together help each other grow, right? You on your shit, she on her shit. Y'all power couple. Y'all grinding, y'all working together, y'all growing together. A relationship for her should not have been giving up her potential. It should not have been, oh, well, I want to focus on my career. Because how does being with a person that helps you build your career and be on top of your game stop you from doing that? That lets you know what kind of relationship they had. And it wasn't one where they were a power couple to each other. It might have been one where he wanted to be on dates all the time. He was in his feelings. He's trying to have kids. And by all means, that's fine because that's what he wants. But that was not her ideal relationship. When they started discussing their future together, it didn't align in that way. She wanted growth of the career, growth of her life, growth of this, more goals with that. And not to say that Michael B. Jordan didn't, but when he was ready to commit, he probably was ready to prioritize their relationship with each other over building their empire. And sad to say, they weren't on the same page for that. Why would you... Listen, I don't know. I can't get in his head. I would love to talk to him. I'd love to interview him about this. And, just get into the mindset of how that conversation went. Because what does it look like when you have to force somebody to give up their ambition? And that's the most blunt way to say it. Why were you willing to give up your own ambition? And why was the relationship for the long term in the future disrespectful of what both of you wanted? Shouldn't it work out for both of you? Don't you have each other's best interests in heart? Sacrifice and compromise comes in any commitment to any relationship. What went wrong? What disconnect happened to where you didn't consider... My God. This might be worse than Will Smith, man. It might be worse than Will Smith, man. Let's go to the second article which dropped. So these two dropped 13 minutes later, right? Steve Harvey says he's Team Lori. After daughters break up from Michael B. Jordan, I support her. As long as you don't put your hands on my daughter, I don't give a damn what you do. Bro, what is Steve Harvey talking about? Is Michael B. Jordan angry, bro? Yo, what is he talking about? Is he angry? Like, is he threatening? Bro, what the fuck is going on, bro? Yeah. Let's keep going, bro. Steve Harvey's got his daughter back, but he has no beef with Michael Jordan. After people exclusively broke over the weekend that Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan split, I'm Team Lori 1,000%. She's my daughter. I love her. I support her. Things happen, continued the television host 65. It's hard to be young and in the limelight and have a successful relationship. Look, as long as everybody can walk away in peace, be friends, I ain't heard nobody say they busting the windows or nothing. As long as you don't put your hands on my daughter, I don't give a damn what you do. The source called blah, blah, blah. Did they call quits? Blah, blah, blah. Completely heartbroken, still love each other, blah, blah, blah. Michael matured a lot, blah, blah, blah. So did they repeat a lot of things that they said in the last one? On Monday, Steve said on his show that he believes Jordan is still a cool guy from what I know. It's a breakup. I'm pretty sure they'll be fine. People break up all the time. I just wish I could have broken up without the cost factors. Steve went on to joke. He went on 2 divorces. I got to start learning from my children. Get out early. I waited way too late. Damn. Yo, why are they talking about Michael B. Jordan like he's the fucking Grinch? Like, this nigga is just the bad guy. Like, oh, shame on him for wanting a committed long-term relationship. I gotta learn from my kids. I was dumb. I committed. I let that girl trap me and lock me in a marriage, and I had to divorce her and get rid of her, and it cost me so much. And you know what? I think Michael B. Jordan is ultimately the winner here. This might teach him a lesson. Do not commit to somebody where y'all not on the same page. He should have saw that from the beginning of how Lori Harvey's dating lifestyle was going beforehand. You see, she has that free spirit. A lot of people had that free spirit. Jada Pinkett had that. She even with being in a relationship with Will, still wanted to have an open relationship. Who do you think suggested that? I would bet my bottom dollar that it came from her. Now, there were people saying that, and Will Smith admitted himself that he was doing things with other women. But if Will Smith was the one that forced her into the marriage, what makes you think that he forced her into the open relationship as well? That don't even go together. You don't commit someone, you won't put someone in a monogamous situation just to go on the back burner and say, I want an open relationship. It came from Jada. My point being is that sometimes people are just like that, bro. Sometimes people just have that free spirit where they don't want to be tied down. They're not ready for that commitment and that control and sacrifice of their freedom in their life. Michael B. Jordan, you could have saw that from a mile away. What they said? They said Diddy's son, Future of all people, told you what it was. She went with Future. Did you think she had her head on right? No disrespect to Lori Harvey and the Harvey family. I'm just saying, she clearly lives life on the wild side. She don't give a fuck. She is out here doing what she want, bro. She's a stallion. She's a free one. What made you think you were a cowboy? You about to come up and wrangle that up? Hee-haw! Catcher. You're not that guy, pal. Respectfully, you're not that guy. With her seeing that her potential is going up, she saw the relationship with you as weight on her shoulders, not as, oh, we're just going to walk off into the sunset, love each other, and have 3 kids and 4. Like, she didn't see it like that. And respectfully, I respect her for being honest enough to say, I got to put me first. It's my time. It's my time to shine. This ain't about us. What you mean us? You and your feelings, little nigga. I don't want a relationship. I want to be free. I want to do what I want. You should want this. Yo, I would crack the fuck up if I found out she said some gangsta ass shit to him like, why do you want a relationship? Who wants that? like I said, man, we'll never know until the story unfolds. That's my take on this. Never try to tie the woman down first. Let her try to tie you down, because when she's ready, she's ready. When she's not, you'll basically be forcing her into something she doesn't want. You don't want to put anybody in a situation they don't want to be in, because guess what? Even if they say yes, it's not because they wanted to, it's because you wanted them to. And the difference between when somebody wants to do something and then when they are doing it off the strength of you, they'll drag their feet. They won't do it with the same integrity or intention that they would if they wanted it. It's the same way if I ask somebody to do, like, listen, you can't want something more than somebody can want it themselves. If somebody is doing something that's harming themselves, let's just make up a random example. If somebody's doing something that's harming themselves, it could be drugs, partying, fucking a bunch of different women. If they don't want what's better for them, you can't want it more for them. Same thing with a relationship. If they don't want to be in a relationship and tie down with you, you can't make them want it and see it to be that way. Because it's never going to be the same as if they were ready. And respectfully, this was the best thing for them. Not on the same page, split up. Do what's best for each of you. Heartbroken. Oh my God. Dojo to the moon, to Saturn, and we're leaving the solar system, the lens when you know we exist. B.